Hey there, Angry Faithful. I just wanted to drop in, bend your ear a little bit, get your attention. So if you're not listening, drop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm here to inform you that not only can you get your daily, maybe if you're binging it, I'm not sure, that's entirely up to you, but you can multiply your doses of angry me fuckery by paying attention to all of the platforms upon which you can find either the dulcet tones of my voice and David's voice, or my pretty face and David's not so pretty face. Anyways, digressing, we not only we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we're on Rumble, we're on Google, Apple Podcast. We have a TikTok page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. So if you find yourself fuckery deprived, curl up with a nice hot mug of shut the fuck up and just listen. Open those ear holes and be prepared to be cream pied like it's the first time. Thanks for listening.
Hey, it's easy that. Hey, he got rid of his gag reflex, but...
Hey, look, I'm a new horde. The gag reflex is part of training.
You just call it a daycare.
Oh!
And welcome, Angry Faithful. Today we are at the beginning of the open mic stuff. Before we actually go on, I'm just going to call it comedy. I need to put the episode stuff on there. Put episode 1, episode 2. But it's before the comedy open mic that I do regular here at the O'Brien Sports Bar. So if you're anywhere on Mondays, we do open mic at 9 o'clock, and we're here. You actually do open mic, right?
Amen.
And I'm here with my producer. That's really cheap, $10. He does all the work. He does most of the work. So.
Producer.
Hey, you
I'm
go
a
with
caddy. I'm a glorified caddy.
caddy, whatever you want to say and everything. You help.
Oh,
put everything
that's where I
together.
saw you from that Shia LaBeouf golf movie. Gotcha.
Shia LaBeouf golf movie.
Yeah, it was something about golf and a fat kid and being underage.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I'll fucking find it. I know it's
Really?
too. Yeah, he's
Are you talking about the peanut butter falcon? That was a wrestler.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, he's in a legit
Because
golf movie.
he was helping out like a million challenge kid. He ended up getting him to be a wrestler and whatnot.
And we have been derailed.
Have you really?
I would.
It happens.
Shia LaBeouf said fuck it all. He put a trash bag on his fucking face and did an art project about it. So.
I'm not famous.
Well, a lot of people hate working with him nowadays because he's just over the top.
Well,
Hey, look, it's the bar owner.
he got good pussy over the years.
Manager, not bar owner.
Yeah.
Oops.
Can't complain.
Yes, he did do that. So, but no, I mean, we were talking nerd stuff earlier because we're all super nerds here.
Roll a d20 for initiative. Oh, shit. Critical failure.
I roll a D100 and hope I get to 99 before I come.
That's actually impressive.
What? I get to 3 and apparently my minute's up.
I was like a joke of the day I did for my friends on Father's Day. They're like, "Dave, tell us a really good joke." I was like, "Well, I was just thinking, I got an OnlyFans account, and you're supposed to do like 5 minutes to get views and everything like that, but only
The movie's called The Greatest Game Played. The Greatest Game Played.
Oh, okay. But I was like, well, I have like 30 seconds, and I got like 43, 4 minutes and 30 seconds for the rest of the time. It's just me crying in a corner. What do I do with that?
Hey.
Some people like that, you know.
Look, last time I watched porn, I was challenged. It said this game will make you come in a minute. I said I'll give you 30 seconds and no lube. I beat it by 5 seconds and a little bit of blood.
Challenge accepted.
So, hey, if we're gonna get nerdy here, at least give me big tits and demon.
Hey, that's on the inside of the bar.
What was that off of? That was actually off of something, wasn't it?
I think so.
It wasn't.
Big
it
Mouth.
Big Mouth? Okay, yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Big mouth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't they just release a new season and a show?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they
The
released.
producers of Big Mouth released a new show and a new season of Big Mouth. Yeah.
What still gets me is they're canceling Rick and Morty
Again?
again.
I got a controversial opinion on Rick and Morty. Only the first 2 seasons were good.
I like them all. It's one of those things because, like the Vindicators, hands down, that was my favorite one,
Amen. Okay.
and that was 3rd season.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They had their last season that they released, the Power Ranger episode, was top notch.
The
That-
Voltron episode, I think.
Oh, that was the Voltron. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's like I say about a lot of like movies that I end up watching. Sometimes it's pick and choose, and sometimes they're good to watch, and then you go in and it entertains you for that one time, and you just put it on the shelf and you just forget about it. A lot of the movies, it's like, I don't know if I can bring myself to watch Morbius.
I watched it.
A lot of people said it was alright.
You know, the worst part about it was right up there with Daredevil. I still like Daredevil.
The movie or the show?
Both.
Yeah.
It's right up there with Daredevil. It's that mid-2000s cheese that you come to expect with this kind of movie.
Yeah.
But then you see it and you're like, my expectations are
like-
that of an X-Men film.
Well, it's like,
It gets worse.
yeah. It's like Elektra. Elektra was good to watch once, but you just toss it away.
Hey, don't shame her. Her body was great.
No. She was doing good and everything like that, but I mean, it's like Catwoman. Catwoman was a horror show.
I would rather rewatch that than Elektra.
No.
I don't think I've seen
no.
Electra.
Really?
Electra's a little bit. The director's cut was actually a little bit better.
Yeah, and then
They had everything that looped around. With
and then the director's cut of Daredevil wasn't as bad just because they had a scene showing Elektra alive and he meets her.
Oh, that Electra. I thought you were talking about a whole other movie. I was like, oh.
No.
Are you talking about like Pornhub or Elektra or?
To be honest, I haven't been paying attention.
Okay.
Okay.
I am jumping in randomly.
That makes perfect sense. I barely paying attention to me when I'm actually talking to. But no, that's like the number 1 movie right now is Top Gun.
It's so
That was
good.
I haven't seen
It was
that.
so fucking awesome.
It was.
You have to go see it in theaters. It's one
Man.
of those movies that you have to go see it in theaters.
Well, in the night, the funnest thing about that movie
it was basically
they
directly rip off of Star Wars.
well, not just that. They created 2 film styles for it, and literally, they got the faces of the actors in the planes on that. There's only one place where there was too much CGI, and that was the plane at the beginning of the film with Tom Cruise, because he was not allowed to fly that plane in real life.
Because it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, what they had
The
flying...
Chinese heard about it, and they had they rerouted a satellite to get pictures of that plane. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still haven't seen the movie.
You know
but
how much money it takes to reroute a fucking satellite?
No, actually.
You're talking about like probably around
What
about.
plane were they talking about?
It's Boeing has this prototype plane that's supposedly able to go to Mach 10. And it's have you ever seen the movie Stealth?
Yes.
Such a good film.
It kind of looks like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
The drone or the
Except
planes?
no
It doesn't
evil-
matter.
There's no,
no,
evil
no,
AI.
the drone.
Yeah.
The plane looked kind of like the drone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they had that in the first scene, and that's the second time. Last time they did.
Well, that's because you're here at the exact same time at the exact same day of the week.
But that plane.
The dinner bells ringing the clubs across the street.
Yeah. But no, that plane was literally a prototype, and they only have like a mock-up. But the Chinese heard about it, and they were gonna put it. They put it out on the for us as a set prop. And the Chinese found out about it, and they wanted a picture of it to get like, because Chinese steal shit.
Look, if they can copy the Tesla and Elon Musk, they can copy American military.
Well,
They copy just about everything they get their hands on.
No, they steal so much fucking shit. It's not-
Right? They steal so much crap from Russia. Russia's just like, you want a blueprint instead?
Yeah, pretty much. Russia and China are somewhat compatible as teammates, but
they try to be friends, and
Russia's
when they
the
get
same
friends,
way.
and the Chinese like, sure, I'll buy your plane. I made a new one that looks like ours. Nope.
Well, there's
Totally,
like
it's-
it's kind of like a weird story with the SR-71 Blackbird, because the SR-71 Blackbird is all titanium.
Yeah.
And American, at the time frame when they built it, they literally had offshore businesses and everything, because Russia was the only country at the time making titanium. So they had like offshore companies and everything to get titanium to make these planes for a while. It's one of those weird facts that I found out on the internet.
We need to make a spy plane. To spy on Russia. What are we gonna do? Let's buy things from Russia to spy on them with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you know what I think should really happen at this point? A fucking kaiju film. Someone summons Cthulhu up from the depths.
They
Hey,
have like 2 of those.
Yeah, well,
Not good ones.
What are you talking about? Pacific Rim was fucking awesome.
Cthulhu was
Atlantic Rim was better. Such a good spoof. Such a good spoof.
I'm not even gonna try on that one. I already know.
Don't! Because I promise you it's just as bad as it sounds.
Probably. I was like the knockoff of Avengers, the fairy tale Avenger type shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was stupid. It was I think the head villain of that was the guy from Starship Troopers.
Uh-huh.
It was. It is so ridiculous.
Hey, the Russian has a good Avengers film called The Guardians, though.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Watch that in Russia. Watch that in its native language, and it's fantastic. Watch that in its English dub, and you're watching a 70s martial arts film.
Yeah. No, another good one was Daybreakers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Was it Daybreaker? It was like it was supposed to be like a trilogy. Daybreakers, Nightbreaker, no. God.
Daybreakers, Dawnbreakers, Nightbreakers?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or Dustbreakers, I think.
Yeah, something
They
like
kept
that.
with the D. Russians with the D. But no, we were also talking about well, you were playing Diablo Immortal. I've been hearing so many mixed reviews about that. It's not even funny. And I hate critics and everything.
See, here's the thing about having played it for a good 30 hours so far and basically just grinding the dungeons because they don't have time for much else. The story's not bad. It plays well for a phone game. The grind is real. It's basically like Diablo 2 grind with Diablo 3 graphics.
Okay.
So, gonna be honest, people complaining about the grind obviously haven't played Diablo 2 and dealt with the inventory management. So,
Yeah.
once you've dealt with inventory management of Diablo 2 and the grind for leveling, you know what you're playing.
Yeah.
Except it's the action of Diablo 3.
Hell, I played Diablo 2 when it first came out, and man, I made so much money off that game. I ended up selling like, before I went to I went to Bahrain at that time. I made like probably around about $2 to $3 grand. just selling accounts and everything like that. Which
Oh.
at the time it was I felt so shady about it. I was just like, here's stuff, goodbye.
What, you would sell the account with the good gear, the good builds, the...
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, back then you could, dude, you could sell all that shit on eBay.
Oh,
Dude,
That's beautiful.
It was stupid ridiculous.
and you could get away with it without probably being reported by, like, Activision or Blizzard at the time, too.
they weren't watching it.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning of World of Warcraft. For a while there, you could. Nowadays, it's a little bit harder, and they just snuff at everything. But
Then there's Elden Ring players, like, selling all this gold and on all this good equipment on eBay for hundreds of dollars and this many souls, and it's like, you're not gonna do nothing about it? Okay.
well, no, what was the nowadays they have it to where if you have like good items and everything, you have to verify a trade through an email now.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, we had a friend of ours, not ours, but friend of mine, back in the day when they were playing Diablo on their stuff, they did so much scams. Man, the best scam was like, hey, I'll show you my SOJ, and because we ended up buying like 2 SOJs, and what had happened is what he would do is he would show him an SOJ, then he'd show him 2 SOJs, then pick them back up. He's like, yeah, I can copy your stuff. I can make a duplicate. Just give me your SOJ, and that's how he ended up stealing a lot of SOJs and selling them on eBay.
Man.
Everybody's out now.
All the bikes are out.
That guy was driving around without a shirt. I was like, man, give me a paintball gun. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
would be
God, don't
so
fucking
dead.
hurt. You hit the guy riding on a motorcycle that fast. The welt's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm doing the math right now. Yeah, that would stink.
That would be great. I'm gonna be honest. It'd be kind of funny. Hey, if it ends in a fire, I got some marshmallows in the car. So
That's sad. No, but what was the another thing that a lot of people are saying bad things about the new Jurassic Park movie too?
I haven't
okay,
seen it.
people who expect it to be like original Steven Spielberg obviously haven't watched any of his new releases because they're good, but they're not as good as like E.T. or the original Jurassic
Well,
Park.
they had a mixture of practical FX
and CGI in the
and
original.
Yeah, a little bit of CG, but not that much.
But their use of CG, like, no, it doesn't hold
Well,
up
no,
to...
they didn't even use CG. They used
It was computer generated.
backdrops and stuff like that.
Yeah, what it was they had their computers there, and so basically they took what was used for video games at the time. They used mocap sensors, and they put them in the shape of the dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So they
okay,
put
okay.
it in the shape of the dinosaur. So it was essentially, it was animated stop motion was how they did it.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's why it holds up, even though, like, the CG and, like...
Well,
the
they also had like people in like the raptor suit. They had like raptor suits too.
Yeah, so, like, between the CG stop motion, essentially, the suits, and the practical use of animatronics, that's why it looks so natural compared to what looks natural with full CGI.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that how the human eyes work and everything like that is once you actually like see something and if it's a little bit off, like there's pictures where you look at and you just get disgusted because it's a little bit off, but you don't know what it is. It's like something in the back of your head that's doing like a primal thing.
Yeah.
Go get him. So
Where you go?
I don't know. You probably went to the bar to. Hi, Cynthia.
Hello.
What you doing?
One Jordan podcast?
Take my place, please. In my misery.
We're family.
No, you guys look good over there.
Oh. Well, I'll take the compliment. Haven't been told that in a while.
Sunset in the background. That's good.
Is it really?
Oh,
Ish.
Ish. Ish.
The backdrop of the sunset, not the whole sunset.
And it's a good thing my dude Stalker doesn't know that car yet. He literally bought a new car so that he could like go around town and not be around.
Really? That is so funny.
I don't know.
oh shit.
No, nobody listens to us. I
What
got
are you guys talking about?
Random shit.
well, actually, we were just talking about the new Jurassic Park movie.
Haven't seen it.
Me either.
No,
I've heard.
I don't know. I hadn't gotten back into like Jurassic Park or anything, but beforehand we were talking about Top Gun.
About what?
Top Gun.
Dude, that's a pretty good movie.
It's worth it to see in theaters.
Coffee Anderson. Now it's pretty awesome.
That's great.
I'm gonna shoot you with paintball guns. First one had no shirt on. I feel like I should aim right
Yeah,
now.
they-
Okay,
It's been running back and
honestly,
forth.
if you're gonna shoot them with paintball guns going at that speed, I would like to see you fucking do it. I will give you $50 if you have the paintball gun. Like, if you can hit one of them, you got $50.
That's not even gonna bail him out of jail for doing that.
Yeah.
Give
Well,
me,
I'm
give me
fucking
a ghillie
broke.
suit. won't be
I mean,
fine.
a drinking bro guy. He did the
Just type
I'm
nude
fucking
run on
broke.
a
I can't. I can give you $50 and that's it.
the Army Navy game
Shit,
one
I won't
year.
get caught. Give me a
Running
ghillie
around
suit.
with the Drinking Bros flag.
Shoot them.
It cost him $1,000, and the podcast actually bailed him out, but it cost him like $1,000 just to get him out.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah,
If
yeah.
I ever got an indecent exposure ticket, I would fight the fuck out of it.
Depending
I
on
would
where you're,
take that shit to trial.
depending
Hell
on where you're
yeah.
at, you can probably get out of it.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it's which
Hey,
tough balls.
on it, no.
I have evidence to submit.
No, all you have to do is say it's a protest for something. Honestly.
Yeah.
That apparently didn't work for your guy. If he had to pay $1,000 to get out.
No, that was interrupting a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different. The $1,000 was for that. You're not allowed to go out and do that.
Well, let's protest
Even if-
gas
even you're
prices
close.
And everybody gets naked.
I'm down. Let's do it.
It's too hot to walk with clothes on. Lower
Okay, we
gas
still
prices.
have to. Can we wear socks with sandals at least and make it a real fucking protest? Like, if we're gonna do that, at least let's.
Who wears socks with sandals to start off?
I'm from fucking Florida, man. We fucking do.
No.
It scares the game.
I think
Mostly,
the only person in Florida that I saw with socks and sandals was my ex-husband. That is
You
the
haven't.
most.
Then you haven't been to the ghetto at the beginning of summer, because I promise you, you're
Or
about
any-
to see the biggest man tits you've ever seen and some Crocs that have seen better days. Like, and I'm
I
pretty
thought
sure.
we were talking about sandals, not Crocs.
Crocs, sandals.
Yeah, that's why they've seen better days,
Get over
because
here,
you have the
no,
toe
I've
holes.
seen them. I seen a guy like what was it, like 2 days ago?
And you're still beautiful as is, and then can we move the mic to where he can sit over here? Come
No,
the
no,
fuck
no,
over here.
Yeah, you weren't getting out of that.
Look,
Like passing the baton.
the only thing you're getting out of is probably the child you don't know about, and maybe child support if you're the judge.
Says the guy who wears socks with his sandals.
That's why
I always hate that.
Hey, look.
I see people all the time doing that
Oh,
shit,
man.
like going up to Walmart, going up to, and hands down,
So
it's
I got
someone from the
I got
ghetto.
a story about
24/7
socks and
Walmart.
sandals. So I'm in like 6th grade. Me and my friend just found his friend's porn mag under his bed, and we're starting to look at it. It's fantastic. 6th grader me, not fucking knowing, in church at the time says, "What the fuck is up with his sock?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he says, why are you, don't touch that
Yeah.
sock. It's fucking gross.
These mics are pretty powerful. I just put my phone down and heard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Here,
What's
you
going
sit-
on, man?
Here, you sit
Sup,
here.
guy? He's
No,
trying to
he's
get out of the
still
fucking
trying to get out.
podcast, dude.
I have people in there
Hey,
waiting
they can
for
still
me,
hear me.
So.
I yell from the background.
Well, if they could hear my phone going down, I'm pretty sure they heard me perfectly fine without putting my non-eyelash face on this.
What's wrong with your non-eyelashes?
Dude, I don't even have
Without
eyelashes.
eyelashes, that's the problem.
No, I don't even have eyelashes.
Well, let's give you eyelashes.
You're like me. You don't have eyebrows either.
Yeah, eyebrows either.
Oh.
It's because of
Shaved them off
blonde.
in the middle of his sleep.
It's because I was born blonde.
So, what are you jealous of the men who have good eyelashes naturally without having to put any on?
I used to have good eyelashes.
Then what happened?
They burned off.
No, I pulled them off.
You pulled them off.
I'm wearing fake eyelashes.
Dude, I had
It's very painful to look good, you guys. You have no
no,
idea.
no. I had this.
They
one
drill
chick-
my fucking fingers every time I get my nails done, but they look really good. I'm like, what's my hand, man?
They look decent.
Podcast.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna come on Mondays, probably around about 7 o'clock, and just film for what the hell the episode.
so.
Yeah. 30
There
minutes.
you
Last
go.
one was like 30 minutes.
Check it out.
Get the fuck
Hey.
on here. Get the fuck on
You
here.
can hear really
She's
well.
the
I
She's
know.
bar
got
owner.
she's got
man.
shit
And
she
you
has to do.
Slide down
Slide
this
down
way.
over here.
All right, then.
Put your mouth.
You do fucking comedy. Come on.
Hey, she
I
can
put
get
my
out of
mouth on
this.
it, or I cannot.
She
put
runs
my
the
mouth on it.
place.
I'm pretty sure she did. She put her
This
mouth on
place runs me. Don't get it mistaken.
it.
Oh, okay.
Thanks
Hey,
for letting
rock
us
it.
come be degenerates at your
Your
bar.
shit's fun at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. You
Hey,
rock
don't
it pretty
worry.
damn good.
Don't worry. I've myself consented to rape. I joined the military and I got fucked by the government. So
Well, we all do that, but
Hey, we call that selling your asshole around here.
that's pretty much
I
it.
just call it citizenship. That's about it. I get to vote.
Hey, I'm-
I get to drive on roads, and guess what? I also pay other people's bills. It's
Hey.
awesome.
About the only color I can see is green, so can help someone get their green card at least.
I used to know a guy that faked being an illegal alien and picking up chicks.
Using like a
Trying to pick
very
up-
poor man's version of a Mexican accent.
No, he had a really good accent.
Oh shit,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
He had spot on.
But he was British.
No. He was
No,
actual
he was
Mexican.
Australian, that's the twist.
He
He's
was
the
actually-
land down
He
under.
was an Aussie. They make really good lemonade, though.
Hey,
you know?
look, that's why Australians know how to eat people out the most is because they're from the land down under and they see so many monsters that a weird pussy's not going to scare them.
He's got a point.
He does
there's,
have a
There's
point,
a lot of
yeah.
good logic there,
Dude, north
Hey,
of Australia,
And when
everything's
they have
poisonous.
bushes,
including
they're
the
always
women.
thick,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, it doesn't matter what color the bush is,
Show him the
they're
picture.
delving in anyway.
Crocky, he's on to something.
Hey, I wonder if
Dude,
the picture
no.
you showed us earlier from Australia potentially.
No, funny story is I had a couple of friends of mine that were in the Navy,
Or they'll go out like
and
scare
whenever
the
they
backer.
drop ship in Australia,
We're out
the
of
women would
line.
throw like ping pong balls with their numbers on it.
I hate
Really?
it. I
Yeah.
really do.
You pick them up, you give them a call, and they'll
Did they
take care
know
of you.
that they were throwing it to the Navy, though?
Yes.
So they knew they weren't going to get called.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have an Irish
Well, no,
cat-
they have women on the Navy ships.
I have an
Yeah, I
Irish
actually met a
Catholic
stripper
girl.
one time that
You
was a
did?
former.
How much did you pay?
I didn't pay anything because, she told me her life story.
Oh.
But you always stay away from
she
the.
sat and actually have a conversation with you.
Yeah. That's
Did
the
she not
thing.
hear you?
Yeah, if
I
she's sitting
get
down
those all the
talking to
time.
you, that's not the stripper you want to hang out with, okay?
Damn,
that's how you
being
end
a
up
tall,
paying a
skinny
tuition.
guy sucks.
All right?
Think.
There's rule number one. Rule number two is that what happened was she ended up telling me about how she was on abroad,
I'm gonna
And
see
she was
what's
on
with
a
my
ship?
food in my beer. I'll be back.
and while she was on the ship, she was getting so much play that her vagina got sore. Like, you ever had rug burns on your knees?
Yeah.
Apparently her vagina had rug burns from all the condoms that were going into her.
Yeah, that's possible.
And so
'Cause they don't
apparently,
if you don't lube them right and everything like that, and you just keep on going and shit. Yeah.
yeah, so there was one of two things I've been looking for on the internet. Live from a submarine gangbang, because I'm definitely sure that I'm going to see her face on it.
They don't. I
And second-
don't think they allow women on submarines, do they?
Well, or on a
They
ship.
used to. They do now.
Did used to.
Okay.
And the other thing is Still wondering if that check is going to clear for the University of North Texas. So, hey, okay, I got a good question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever just thought it? Have you ever had one of those days where you do a lot, right? Like you're working a lot or you're moving stuff. For me, it was moving stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I go to my buddy's house, and my buddy's like, "Why are you all uncomfortable?" Right? I can't get comfortable, right? Like I just cannot sit down. And
Yeah,
be
because
comfortable.
you've been moving so much. You
Right.
Just can't, yeah.
Right, but the reason why I was uncomfortable was because I knew my balls stunk. Like I knew for a fact that not me, not my BO, but like my balls stunk. Have you ever had a day like that? Where like you know the moment you take your underwear off, not only are you gonna have to use all of the baby powder, but you're also gonna smell something that you wish you would have never smelled.
Baby wipes.
Ooh, yeah, hoe bath. I've heard of hoe bath. Can take
Dude,
care
I
of a
used
lot
to
of
take them
those.
all the time when I was out in the field.
What field?
Deployment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you did a stint as like a prostitute, and I was like, well, man, you know what? More power to you.
No. That's called the whole shower.
Oh, I thought it
bird
was a
bath.
bath. Okay,
Bird bath, yeah,
Bird
yeah,
bath.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that vernacular wrong. No,
Man, the sound is really crisp.
it is. It's surprising. I mean, you can hear almost stuff. What's really weird is a lot of stuff won't show up
I
on
can
the thing.
smoke a cigarette right now.
We're outside.
My man. Well, I just wasn't sure because of all the equipment and stuff.
Hey, grab one of the ashtrays.
What?
Ashtray. What is this? When you check the engine light comes on, and you don't know shit about cars, but you
I thought you said
don't need them, no man.
I thought you
That's
said-
so true.
I really thought you said ashtray, and I said I don't see any big booty bitches, so.
He was like, I don't know a guy named Trey.
Oh, I know a guy named Trey.
He's just not ashy.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
maybe if he puts the lotion on his skin.
I know a guy named Trey, but I've never seen that man's knees, so I can't confirm if he's ashy or not.
no, I had a guy that his feet were so fucking ashy, and he rubbed his foot, and it was like dandruff.
Oh no, it would like flake off.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I knew a guy that was so
me watching
fat.
the Oscars. Kanye, no. What?
He was
Oh,
so
never mind.
fat that
Oh no.
the shorts he
Because
would
the-
wear, they would be like extra
Will
long
Smith's
basketball
crap
shorts,
out of
right?
Yeah.
But even the shorts he would wear would cover his knees. So like I never saw that man's knees, and then one day I saw those knees, and they were ashy. And I was like, man, you can't be fat and ashy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're on My 600-Pound Life, they give you enough money to have somebody bathe you. You know
No.
what I mean?
$10,000.
No, TLC
That's
Damn.
it.
will max
Damn.
pay out to $20,000 depending on their show, and that's depending on the views you get per your episode.
Sorry.
Like TLC fucks people on their contracts.
Yeah, dude. I had a friend of mine.
Love
He
Sister Wives though. That show's fucking awesome.
he was
Sister Wife.
he was
That
tell
was out of left field. Was
they
it
had-
any good?
I've been watching since season 1 of Sister Wives.
How
so,
many seasons of Sister Wives are there?
there's like 10, close to 10. I
a
think.
lot. I haven't seen the past couple seasons.
But no, I had an acquaintance of mine that I was talking to, Eli Double Tap, and I was like, "How much
17.
did you get for that show? I mean, how much did you bank?" He's like, "Dude, I only got probably around about $6,000
That was
an
after
episode.
taxes?
An episode."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and a lot of people is like, anytime a reality show and everything, they go so cheap.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Up until unless you get like someone that can like work around and everything's like, hey, it's like the Kardashians bank right now, and because they're on their 18th season.
Yeah, Sister Wives is on their 17th. So like basically the way TLC works with like Sister Wives, the first few seasons of it, the husband with all of his wives and all that bullshit worked the entire time the first 6 seasons while filming. On top of what his wife brought in to take care of the kids. But after that is when they really started being able to just have the wives work sometimes and then pay everything else.
Was he like, what was his profession?
I don't even remember what it is
Was he
anymore.
like a real life accountant? Like he
I
worked
know,
at
he-
H&R
like, he-
Block, not like one of these internet accountants?
I don't even know,
Sells
man.
their-
I can't understand you
Look.
having that many kids
the job I want is
And-
what.
I mean, back in the day, the whole reason why you would have that many kids is to work on the damn farm.
And so your kinship
They're-
would
they're-
survive, yeah.
They're
Well, that was the
pretty
point of
much
that
like
many
farm
wives.
equipment.
Kin,
Because
yeah.
at that point, you work the farm, the boys spread out, they have more kids, they come back to the farm, you go through your land, and it's some medieval bullshit, but King
That-
Richard had it right. If you don't get a boy, fuck him. Oh, wait, kill him.
Well, I think there was both of those things happened, though, didn't it?
Well, technically, it was fucking, and probably not well. And then he said, "It's your fucking fault, you woman,"
Yeah.
and then killed his wives, and then finally got his.
Well,
son
no, the
and
whole
said-
reason why he had to kill him is because of the whole fact of he had to create his own church
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
bad.
to get a divorce because the Catholics don't believe in divorce.
No matter
Hey,
what.
I got an Irish Catholic joke for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Why do Irish Catholics like SpongeBob?
Why?
Because at least he asks for permission first.
Oh.
That's
And he's always ready, I guess. You know?
yeah.
Is that too?
But what time is it? Where is
So-
everybody else at?
Brent just pulled up, but he's over there to
Yeah,
your left.
Brent just pulled up.
It's
There's
almost
another
9.
inside.
Yeah.
It's
So, I
almost 8:50.
I'm really into the mafia, the Italian mafia, the New
Oh,
York.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
So check it out. So there's a couple good documentaries you should watch, right? One's a series, like they're both series. The first series is called Inside the American Mob, which is more like a Hollywood version of the story of the mafia, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the second one that I recommend highly is the Fear City, which is the docu-series that Netflix released tracking the disassembly of the mob via the FBI. Very good series, right? So one of the things that one of the bosses did that I thought was freaking fantastic, right? And the downfall for the Italian mob is always and will always be the stupid telephone. And dudes couldn't get off the phone.
Yeah.
They love talking about business on the phone or in certain spots, right? But Paul Castellano was one of the heads of one of the five families. And Castellano built a replica of the White House in Staten Island, right?
Really?
Yeah, so he had a replica of the White House where all these bosses and these underbosses, these capos and so there's levels to the mob, right? So like there's like the soldier, right, which is like the guy that's pretending to be a mobster that's trying to get in, right? Like the street level dude.
Yeah, he's trying to be a main man.
Well, and then there's an associate who is a guy that's proven himself, who's earned, who maybe has done work, and work is usually the term they use for killing somebody or getting rid of something, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a made man, and then there's a capo,
Yeah.
and then after the capo is the underboss and the boss.
Man, they had so many rules. That was, I mean, they
Yeah.
don't follow the rules now, and that's the reason why they get caught
I mean,
so
they
easy.
didn't follow the rules after the '60s. So the thing that people forget is Joe Colombo, one of the families is named after, the Colombo family, right?
Yeah.
Joe Colombo was a political figure during the 1960s.
Yeah.
During the 60s, he established he got rid of the word mafia and mob out of any dialect coming from the State Department in reference to the Italian mafia.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't talk about political power. That man had political power. And he was assassinated, unfortunately, at one of his own political events where there were hundreds of Colombo family members there and known associates. And that's where they began their documentation, the FBI that is, of the Italian mob. Right? So the thing about the Joe Colombo hit, though, was it wasn't sanctioned. So one of the golden rules for the mafia, right? The only rule that most of them followed was that in order to kill a boss or an underboss, you had to go to the commission, which was the heads and their underhead, right? Their boss and their underboss of each 5 families, so about 10 people total, would meet and have a meeting, and this is the meeting of the commission, to determine whether or not this guy can and cannot die. Right?
Yeah.
And so Joe Colombo got killed by a guy that was in his family named Joe Gallo.
But it wasn't a sanctioned kill?
but it wasn't a sanctioned
No.
hit.
Oh, shit.
So Joe Gallo gets killed at 2 a.m. at the only Italian diner that's open at that time in 1968, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I'm going somewhere with this. Just stay with me, all right?
Okay.
So he gets killed, and the way he gets killed, he gets 2 in the back of the head and 1 in the back of the shoulder, right? And he stumbles out onto Broadway, boom, falls out on Broadway, dead on the sidewalk, right? From that moment was the creation of the power vacuum and the inevitable downfall of the Italian mafia. From that one moment changed the entire course of the Italian mafia. Because at that point, had Joe Colombo succeeded in what he was trying to do, he would have eventually became a senator.
Not this again. I want to shoot that guy with a fucking paintball, man.
You saw it too. It's like a fucking target on a wheel.
Yeah. But no, I've divvied into like mafioso stuff too. Like the Jewish hitmen, the 3 Jewish hitmen from
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
what was it, like the
Death
30s?
Squad. They were called the Death Squad
Yeah,
from the 40s.
I still want to
late
do.
30s, early 40s.
Yeah, I still want to do. I haven't done an episode yet with them because this episode I might do that after I do like Jesse James, or I think we're doing Billy the Kid. Yeah, we're doing Billy the Kid the next episode of Psychos and Sociopaths. And dude, after that, I want to do the Death Squad.
Dude, the Death Squad was crazy. So Bugsy Siegel, right, the
Yeah.
famous gangster, was part of the Death Squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Damn,
Bugsy Siegel's
okay.
a Jew. That's what people don't realize. So most of the time, especially in that time, in that era,
Wasn't the whole reason why they used that Death Squad is to get around
the commission.
The commission.
Yeah, because if it's a hired hit, the Death Squad leaves no trace, right?
Yeah.
So like that's why The Irishman is a really good movie as well.
No, man, that book was good too because it goes into more detail and actually gives historical facts and places where you can read some of that information too. Like, the book was better than the movie,
Yeah.
Right.
but like,
But there's so much you can
But he's
do.
not
only do
saying
in
that
a
because he
movie.
reads.
Yeah.
He's just telling you it was
yeah,
better.
but it's a Scorsese film. It's 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, he got as much of that book as you can get in there.
Oh, you could, but he had to movify some of that because some of the book is just so like,
Dark. And
This happened,
evil.
this happened, this
And it's
happened.
so direct, yeah.
But
Boom,
it-
boom,
and
boom,
so
boom,
it's
boom,
like-
boom.
this evil shit
Time is
happened.
it?
I did this thing.
Almost 9.
It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up so we can get everything.
So
going.
okay, so the ending of that, of the whole mob thing, is to tell you this: is that it only takes a group of 10 individuals, right? The original idea of the families was created by 10 individuals, right? So it takes 10 guys to make it happen,
Yeah.
right? So my thing is, and this is the ending to it all, is that if it only takes 10 people to really make something happen, and we're talking about an organization that have political power, its tentacles into like the actual depths of society, right? Like you're talking about like unions, garbage business, any stadium that existed in New York was ran by the mob, right? Most bank transfers ran by the mob, right? Like your Brinks guys were mob guys, right? They're all linked to the neighborhoods,
Yeah.
right? So my thing about this all is that if it only takes a handful of guys willing to do some shady shit, right? Why is it that our government, who has millions and probably billions at their disposal of people, right? Why is it that we can't pull out of Afghanistan correctly? Why is it that we can't solve the Ukrainian-Russian problem? Why is it that we can't keep China off our back? And I'll tell you why, right? Because they don't have 5 Jews in their back pocket to kill everybody. That was my conclusion to all that. When you want to take down a country, you hire Jews.
Well, the funny thing about the Jews over the years with their war is they're completely outnumbered, have inferior equipment, surrounded on all.
I don't know. No, you can't say that because look what the Mossad did to the Nazis that tried to get out.
Shit, that's
Also, you got to take into account that any kind of like Hasidic neighborhoods that exist inside of major cities, those kids don't attend public school.
No.
Those children don't work regular summer jobs. They learn a trade over the summers, from probably like 12 to 20. You're learning a trade, and then you're going to school.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But by the time
They
they
found-
get grown, they're
They
ridiculously
created a
smart.
discourse that only exists inside of their community, so that only their community members can get to certain positions of power, i.e., engineers, agricultural firms, law firms, business conglomerates. These are all tied to the same source, the same
Yeah.
idea that the mob had, only generated for the Jewish community.
yeah,
That's
but
smart.
but in my defense though,
But the black communities tried to do it over and over again, and what happens is that there is a government tactic that's used in order to disrupt that movement, right? The Southerners of the United States have tried it. What happened and what inevitably folded from that was a break in society between your southern states, i.e., Kansas down, and your northern states, Kansas up. Kansas is your marking point, right? So when you cross that Kansas state line into a northern bound state, right? So you get from, say you cross the Mississippi and you end up into
Yeah,
Illinois.
when you're going from
the
North
moment
Carolina
you get
to South Carolina, it's
two different worlds, right?
Exactly.
The moment you get to Illinois, you've entered an area of America that doesn't understand the history of Texas, the history of Mississippi, the history of Louisiana, the history of Florida, and then you get a wave of people that move from places like California, Seattle, Oregon, like California, Washington, Oregon, New York, maybe North Carolina, maybe Tennessee, maybe Maryland, right? And all these people will move to like a state like Texas, right? Business is booming here. Why wouldn't you come here, right? Well, you get here and you want to change the way that things are done to your way, and you're wondering why you're getting flack.
yeah,
You're gonna get flack because that's not our history. Our history is not so cut and dry.
well, and you're wondering why you want to change it when we have the way set the way we do, because we've tried learning from our history and accepting what's fucking happened, and then the rest of America's like, fuck that history, that's not what I think.
Right.
No, that's not
yeah.
how
I
it
mean,
works.
there's still people that don't even believe that the freaking moon landing happened.
Fuck.
Well, hold on now.
Dude, no,
And just like that, we're ending it.
Yeah.
Buzz will beat the crap out of you at his age. What, he died.
Hey, I'll lose a fight.
But
to a
he would come back to the
9-year-old. I
grave.
don't care.
No, he would come back from the grave and kick your ass. He's done that too. He
All
decked
I'm
a guy.
saying is
He
that-
decked a guy when
You
he was
know,
80
it
because
only
he was like,
took
"Oh, the moon landing
60
didn't happen."
years.
You know, that would be
Because-
a good point to end.
Because you also gotta understand how many people have actually died trying to get to the moon.
A lot of people did die. All I'm saying is that it only took 60 years for them to mainline streaming, but they were able to do it in 1960, whatever. Doesn't make sense.
It happened.
It doesn't make sense. You know, hey, I appreciate you letting me on.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna go and try to do our comedy and everything like that. But check us out on YouTube, Rumble, all the stuff that has podcasts, Spotify.
Big dicks in your asshole.
Is that an actual place? I wonder if that is actually.
It's from Joey Diaz.
Oh, okay. But anyways, thank you all for watching.